Hi, today we're going to be unboxing Saban's Power Rangers Super MEGAFORCE Kilowatts Megazord. It's from the Zord line series. 3 barrel modes. Spin and drill. Unlock the power switch states. Here's the Ranger key that you get. Is Power Rangers Dino Thunder, the red Dino Thunder Ranger. On the side, unlock the power switch states. Download the free app. 2 ways to win. Scan your Ranger key for a chance to win instantly. Enter switch states for a chance to win. Guest star on Power Rangers. On this side we have take the key, insert it into the morpher, scan it, and play some game that there's no rules or instructions on how to play to win. Yeah! Picture what the QS Megazord looks like in Megazord mode. On top we have Power Ranger Operation Overdrive or Super Sentai Bokenger. Super Sentai Bokenger. Then we have Power Rangers RPM or Super Sentai Goanger. Power Rangers Ninja Storm. Super Sentai Hurricane Ranger. Power Rangers Wild Force. Super Sentai Gao Ranger. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers MMPR. Super Sentai Juden Ranger. Power Rangers Super MEGAFORCE or Super Sentai Go Kaiser. Power Rangers MEGAFORCE or Super Sentai Go Sayer. Power Rangers Samurai, Power Rangers Super Samurai, Super Sentai Shinkenger. Power Rangers Mystic Force or Super Sentai Majin Ranger. Power Rangers SPD Space Patrol Delta or Super Sentai Deca Ranger. Power Rangers General Fury or Super Sentai Genki Ranger. So that's all the American names for the shows that we had here in America and the Japanese names for in Japan. Now, there's nothing on the bottom, obviously. Let's say let the bad the bots. So, apparently, Megazord mode is called Robot mode. They couldn't put Megazord mode. Yeah. I mean, obviously on the front of the box they put Kilowatts Megazord, but not on the back of the box. We have Dinosaur What's mode. And then we have this, which obviously is not Drill Tank mode. It's actually supposed to be a flying ship. And we'll get into that part later on. So here's the little gimmick. Insert key. Drill spins. How to combine in the Zord series line. Obviously you need your super legendary Megazord. Then it's going to be in this new Wave series line 2. The Ninja Storm. The, Cam, who was the green Ninja Samurai because he could switch between both Ninja and Samurai. So we're going to get his Zord. We obviously had the Mystic Force / Samurai Lion. Here's the 2 new out of 3 for the lineup for the Zord Cycles, I guess you could call them. And how that looks when it's combined. And then here's the line that we really like for Series 2 in the lineup. Kilowatts Megazord combined with the Legendary Megazord. So you get Legendary Kilowatts Megazord. Jet Falcon. You can combine it with this. So his legs kind of sit on a car. And then you could combine it into the Ultimate Kilowatt. You could combine it into the Ultimate Legendary Kilowatts Jet Falcon. And you get this big guy right there. And let's take a look at the keys. Obviously, we have the Power Rangers MEGAFORCE, or Power Rangers Super MEGAFORCE, or like I said, Super Sentai Gokaiser, Power Rangers MEGAFORCE, Super Sentai Goseier, Power Ranger, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger MMPR, which is Super Sentai Juden Ranger, Power Ranger Zero. Offhand, at the moment, I can't recall what Power Ranger Zero was called. Power Rangers Turbo, which I believe was called Super Sentai Car Ranger. Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, which I believe it was called Super Sentai Gangan. I believe that was Gangan for Lost Galaxy. Power Rangers Time Force, Super Sentai Time Ranger. Power Rangers Wild Force, Super Sentai Gao Ranger, which there's only one Gao in there. You know, the Red Lion Ranger, so yeah. Power Rangers Ninja Storm, which is Super Sentai Hurricane Ranger. Power Rangers SPD, or Space Patrol Delta, Super Sentai Deca Ranger. Power Rangers Mystic Force, which is Super Sentai Majin Ranger. Power Rangers Samurai, Super Samurai, well, they're not in Super Samurai mode, but you get the idea, kind of. Super Sentai Shinkanger. And then we get MMPR, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Series 2. So, here's Series 1, and this is Series 2. Series 2 looks really good. And then you have what kind of looks, I hate to say it, but somewhat ugly. Well, they fall in the same line as, you know, the MEGAFORCE and maybe Ninja Storm and some of the other ones. Power Rangers Jungle Fury, Super Sentai Genki Ranger. So now that we got the box covered, pretty much. And yeah, I know it's kind of long, but you know, get it out of the way now. And this actually opens up down here on the side, because usually sometimes they open up on the top. I don't know if I like the side open. And of course, our instructions are right behind here. This little background. We'll just set that up to the side. With this little pamphlet that we get. A little bit bigger checklist than what we used to get in the keypads. Same thing, just a bigger format printed thing. And I'll show you real quickly what the one that came as the keys look like. See, just, you know, same thing, just bigger. And on the back, you do get a $5 off coupon. Your choice, $5 off of either Bandai Power Rangers Super MEGAFORCE Deluxe Legendary Morpher, which obviously you already have, and or any Bandai Power Rangers Super MEGAFORCE Deluxe Megazord. So, like I said, this guy that we're waiting for, Power Rangers RPM Jet Falcon, they're giving you a $5 off coupon for it. Expiration date 12/31/14. So that is nice of them that they did send out a little coupon. Here's some of the action heroes that they have. Double Battle Action Fitter, Deluxe Action Fitter, Armored Mighty Morphin. So all their little power-up armor series. Deluxe Legendary Megazord, Wild Force, Red Lion, Zord Cycles, Zord Vehicles, Deluxe Zord Armor Fitters, Deluxe Hand Gear, Deluxe Legendary Morpher, Ranger Mask, Deluxe Super Meta Saber, Ranger Battle Gear, and that's it. So why not, let's get into the key first. So here's the key. Not bad detailing, I guess. The code is PR-018. Or, yeah, PR-018, however you want to call it. So there's the code. So yeah, you get those two sounds out of it. Dino Thunder and the degenerate beeping morphin sound that we're used to. Yeah, so yeah, that's it. For the sounds, for the morpher. So yeah, it's kind of snapped together, little guy, right here. So let's see, why not? Let's go ahead and put him in Dino mode. So you just snap his two little Dino arms on. Come on, let's snap his head in, like that. Let me see quickly how his tail goes. His tail goes down at a weird little angle, like this. And there's a little tail port back here. That is a little hindered. So I think you gotta flip his legs forward a little bit. Yeah, to then get his tail, which kind of droops down. Yeah, his tail doesn't stay up, it just droops. Sort of. Like this. That's best as he stays. And there he is in all his Dino glory mode that he has. Yeah. Now it's cool that his mouth does open up. So he does have the actual mouth. But you open up too much and it kind of looks a little bad because, well, you can see the hand on the bottom. But that's one of the gimmicks for one of the other modes that it has. So if you didn't know how this Megazord worked, in what I've seen in part 2 of Power Rangers Super MEGAFORCE Silver Line in part 2, I believe it was episode 6 or 8. Pretty much it's the Silver Ranger's Megazord. He summons it by inserting 3 keys instead of 1. He uses the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger key, which I don't know why they didn't give you that key, because obviously you know they already have it out. He used the second key, which was Power Rangers Time Force Quantum Ranger. He used the Quantum Ranger. Yeah. So if you kind of get an idea here, and the final key was Power Rangers Dino Thunder, but the White Ranger. So yeah, I don't know why they don't have a White Ranger yet. So it's kind of taking all the dinos and putting them together somewhat. So, Mighty Morphin Green Ranger, obviously the Green Ranger's Megazord was not a dinosaur. It was a dragon. But if you're Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, all their Zords were Dino, so we're gonna let the Dragon slide for the Green Ranger as a semi-Dino. So, okay, that's how they kind of came up with the Green Ranger Summon Key of Part 1. Part 2, like I said, Time Force, the Quantum Ranger, he actually had a kind of remote control Megazord that was called the Q-Wets. So that's how they got the Time Force one, which I understand perfectly. And then Power Rangers Dino Thunder, well, Dino Thunder, it's a dinosaur because it has wets in it. But I said they should use the white key as obviously in the show instead of the red Dino Thunder key here. So yeah, you kind of got merged a MMPR Dragon, Time Force Quantum Wets, because it is named Quantum Wets, and the other one, Dino Thunder, because it was Dino Thunder, and the White Ranger key summoned it. But I could kind of offhand why, Saban and Bandai kind of wanted to give you the red Dino Thunder key, because in the show, he had the red T.1s. So yeah, and his little gimmick was the tail became a drill arm in the show. And as we know, the MMPR Green Ranger Dragon, he had the whole little tail drill gimmick too. But not the Q-Wets from Time Force. They had a whole different gimmick to it. So now that we got kind of that history out of the way and all that stuff, why is there different keys that they gave compared to what you saw in the show, in the episode? Yeah. So here's how I break it down into, let's see, Megazord mode. Take arms, detach the arms, just whip them right off. Whip the head off, and obviously whip the tail off, which is kind of hard to get on and off. Straightening out his legs by pulling them up, which they are. As you're in Dino mode, you're supposed to curve his legs to kind of even sit like that. So, as you can see, you kind of straighten his legs out for robot mode or Megazord mode. Drop the chest plate, rotate around the head, kind of the same thing. Pull out the little horns. Now we take the drill and we turn it this way and put on this arm, like that. Then next we take the head let me see how they did it here. There, as you're saying, it rotates. It doesn't rotate. It rotates from the shoulder. Snap. Ah, that's hard to get on. That on. Just put there, and there's his hand. And where does his little arms go? Well, these apparently just move off to the side. Although some people like Shuriken Shinobi said you could kind of stick them on back here to kind of get them out of the way and have them as storage. You don't see them when they step on the bat. It doesn't tell you on the instructions to put on the bat. It just says fold them off to the side, but you could do that. Let's get to his little gimmick here. Insert the Ranger key in. Yeah, the key doesn't stay in. It doesn't have a secure lock. Like, see? And you gotta keep doing that. On the Japanese one, you took it, you spin it, when you put a key in, it automatically spins by itself. It had that gimmick, which was nice. Another thing was that, let's see what else did the Japanese one did. Okay, Japanese one had space for the arms and stuff. It was more paint detailed or detail painted. Oh, right here, the drill. It had special thing. You could split it in half, so you kind of go into Triton mode, and all the way down for shield mode, as you obviously saw if you watched that episode. Yeah. And then they give you a little hint on how to combine the Ninja Storm one onto the QOS. Now let's transform into drill tank mode. So we're just gonna tear this all apart again. And I just snapped part of his jaw off. Yep. But it just snaps back on. So it's cool. That's a little tight. Let's see how to get him into this mode. Oh, his legs pop off too. Okay. Set him down this way. So you're flipping his body all the way around. Take the drill and make sure this little wheel on the bottom is down and the key slot is up. So put it in that way. Take his arms and where does his arms go? This one goes, I believe, back here on the first set of pads on the ports, like that. Flip it over like this. Yep. Snap the legs in and put the dragon head where, guess where you think the dragon head's gonna go. So yeah. These ones obviously snap onto the side of the body. They have a port there and a pad hole there. So the port's going to go to the hole and the port's going to go to that hole. So as you can see it there. That's how that's going to work out. And this head